Once again, with last minute notice from work that I had a Monday and Friday off, I was back to planning last minute trips earlier this month. Somewhere I'd wanted to go for a while was Shibuya, for a couple of reasons, and Kusatsu is just a little bit further north, so I made it a double whammy and went for both. I took an easy journey on the Friday, no advance booking, just a regular train from Shinjuku to Takasaki and a change there to Shibuya. At Shinjuku Station, I grabbed myself a meal. I was between this protein salad and the veggie one, and decided to be eco and go for the veggie, but when I asked for no plastic bag, they gave me this. Sometimes in Japan, when they ask you if you want a plastic bag, they mean, do you want a plastic bag to put this plastic box that I am already wrapping in a separate plastic bag in? So much for the eco choice. That aside, when I got out my camera to film this, I realised that I had forgotten to put one of my 3 bloody SD cards in there. And when sat down in the cafe to wait for the train, that with all of these pens, I had forgotten to pack a single pencil. Not off to a great start, but I was still starting the holiday in a good mood because we were about to hop on the comfy, cozy green car, where I could draw undisturbed for a full 2 hours. Around Shibuya Station was a bit car-centric, so after going to buy an SD card so I could actually use my camera, I didn't do much except some drawing, walking, and watching shitty anime on TV whilst waiting for JoJo to arrive. When JoJo arrived, we went out to the only place that was still open, which was a really nice udon spot, so that was lucky. The hotel provided a free bento, but we had that for breakfast because we weren't sure whether there'd be anywhere open before we left for Ikaho. Absolutely got off at the wrong bus stop. We got off at Ikaho Onsen bus terminal, which felt like the right choice, but turns out a stop later was the base of the stone steps. That would have been a much better stop. So because of that, we stopped at this map for a while to figure out our journey. Because of our silly bus decisions, we ended up, after walking along a rather barren road up a hill, starting most of the way up and making our way down the famous stone steps. We were surprised, with most anime sites leaning into the anime tourism thing, to see that there were only a few Initial D related things and absolutely no Dandadan related stuff. It was still cool to see the sights from the anime though. don't normally like to buy a load of stuff over consumerism, etc, but I did end up with this cat made from recycled kimono fabric, and he was a nice new friend for James. After a lot of fussing at the base of the steps, attempting to get tickets to our next locations, we headed back up to get a beer for me and a fun strawberry shake for Jojo. We do always end up feeling like this meme. She's pregnant. Quite often, onsen towns will have free use onsens, but we didn't find any here. We figured this was probably a better place to stay for a night, as most of the onsens were in hotels, but we were only there for the day, so we stopped at the only full-body onsen in the area, Ishidan no Yu.